Big. We got a morning. We got a minute before the market open. Good morning. Good morning. All eyes on Trump meeting. All eyes on Trump meeting. Big gap up overnight in pre-market. 13%. We're well over the $50. We went up to as high as $57.50. Watching nothing else but Trump meeting. Went from 25th is what? Was what? Thursday? Yeah. We went from 34.19 on Thursday all the way up to 57.50 today. And guess what? The market is open. Let's see what happens. Okay, we got some selling going on, but people taking profits like a sun gun as we hit 57.50. People are taking profits for real. See my 55 mark that I was talking about yesterday? It went over 55. Get off the screen. It went over 55 to 57. Now it's back up under 55. See, I said this was tough resistance right here, but it did it in pre-market. Now look, it's trying to get back up to the $55 mark. We got to get past the $50 mark and get up to the 60 as we run up. I'm thinking Friday or Monday morning, that's when I start scaling out, depending on what happens between now and Thursday. Then I'll start scaling out. See, people should be seeing, I mean, it's 57. Where's the field missing out? It's going to be some sellers, though, because a lot of people are going to sell at the 57 as new buyers come in. High alert. High alert. Trump media is on high alert as we get close to the election, which is next Tuesday. That's Trump Tuesday as well. Next Tuesday is election day. Trump media, big run up this morning, early morning pre-market. Big run up. We got a little pullback going on right now, but we're still up 8%. We need the buyers to start coming in. 51.50, 51.35. We don't need it to go up under 50. Minutes. Let's see what's happening. We're just gonna watch it to see what happens. Will we get a bounce off 50? Or will we continue to go down as a sell-off? Let's see. I did not expect this type of sell-off, but that's what we got. Will we lose all the gains that was gained in pre-market, which would come down all the way down to 47.10 or 47 even? Will we lose all those gains? People are selling, bro. That's why I said that 55, that's what I was talking about yesterday. That 55 is a hard resistance. But in pre-market, we got over. Not everybody is up, right? And they are selling. They selling their shares. So we're gonna see what's gonna happen. As new people come in and buy the dip, feel missing out. Nobody wants to miss out. Nobody want to miss out. So Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, these next 3 days will be big. Why? Because we're getting closer and closer to the election. As people sell, that's been in since before, as people sell, more people are going to start to buy, to hold for 3 days. But if you are in early, like I am, I'm just sitting back. I'm in since way down here. I'm just chilling. I'm just waiting on it to run up. I'm just watching. And if you've been in for over a month or something like that, you just sit back watching too. But I'm not going to hold it to the election. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to sell Friday or Monday. But these next 3 days, see, look at the buyers coming in. Big dip at the 50, at $50 mark. Big dip. See, man, $2 up already. People say, I am not finna miss this. Buy the dip. I am not finna miss this. Bunch of selling. Look at this long red line. It's a bunch of selling. Can this buying line go above this selling line? That's what we need to know. 22.30. We're just shaking some people off. That's all we're doing right now. We're just shaking some people off. Just shaking some people off. Nvidia. Bounce play off to 39. SPY. See, that's another thing, right? The market is down. Yeah, the market is starting off, except Tesla. Let's see. Yeah, majority of the market is down for whatever reason. Eyes back on Trump media as we try to pull back up. Okay, bounce off 50 up to 53.80. Here come 54. We're coming right back up to that 55 real soon. All eyes over here. All eyes. All eyes on Trump media. We're above 54 again. Man, we got to get back above this 57. I need to move this. We know that 55 is hard resistance. 57.50 is the next resistance line. We got to get back up there. Halted. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We are in a halt, y'all. They halted it. That's not good. They could be, then again, couldn't be. I got to see what's going on. Because since we're going live, I can't really pay attention to what's happening. We can find out why they didn't halt. That much buying came in, they halted. Let's see. That's why we are inside of a halt. Halts can last 5 minutes or can last 15 minutes. It just depend on what's going on. See, that's why I always have said this is not a company to invest in. I've been saying that this whole time. It's not like Apple or Facebook, Microsoft, Tesla. It's not really a reputable company. It is like a meme stock. I've been saying that for a while now. It's a lot of buying coming in. Don't want to get caught up in no halt. especially if you just now in. If you know the people that just now buying in, they get caught up in the halt. That's not good. So now we gotta wait to see when are they going to unhalt this stock. That's crazy. Okay, what if we wait on Trump media to get unhalted? Okay, Apple is bouncing up. See, boy, as soon as this thing come unhalted, there's gonna be some selling like never before. For real. Soon as this thing come unhalted. It's crazy. It didn't seem like it was that much buying coming in for the halt. It didn't seem like that. Well, let's see. I think it's been past 5 minutes. Oh, here we back. Good. Right at the 5 minute mark. We back. We back. We back. I am up 84% on this Donald Trump. I'm way up. Another halt. Oh, see, now we halted to the downside. Now we halted to the downside. So I'm thinking when we come up out of this halt, I'm gonna just go on and get out of my position. All of it. Yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. Just go on in my presidential trade. I'm up 84%. I've been in since 2786. That's my cost basis. I've been in since like $28. And I'm up 84% on this trade. But we got two halts in a row. And I think I'm just gonna go and get out of the whole position and end it. I can't. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I gotta go and get out. Depending on what it does when it get out of halt this time, I gotta go and get out. Take my 84% and call it a good presidential play. That's exactly what it is. Because I'm not finna keep going through halts. I'm not. See, that's why, like I've been saying all along, these like that cut like Trump media, it is just like GameStop. You know what I'm saying? AMC is just like that. If you've been watching me talk about this, I always have said this is not a long-term investment. It's basically now this is a gamble. This is what I say. You know, and now we're in two halts. This is what happened with penny stocks. You will never have to worry about that in Amazon, Nvidia, or none of these companies. You'll never have to worry about no halt. That's only on meme stocks and penny stocks. So once we come off this 5-minute halt, I'm finna get out of everything. I'm finna just get out. You know, the way I'm gonna wait, maybe 30 seconds, but I don't want no halt, unhalt, unhalt, unhalt. This basically just killed the momentum. Every trader, right, is thinking like I'm thinking. Get out. Don't even want to mess with it no more because you don't want to get caught up in no halt. But since I'm in, I'm in way down low. I'm in at 2786. I'm up 86%. But it's people that are buying on a daily basis. It's people buying right here. So I'm just gonna go on. I don't care what happened next. I'm just gonna get out, I'm quite sure when it comes out of halt, I'm gonna be down, I'm gonna be up. It's gonna go down from this 84% that I am right now to around 75%. I'm just gonna get out and that's gonna be it. I'm just gonna get out. I'm up 84% right now. So it's almost as double. So, and now they playing, they halted this, halting that, they slowing it down, and I don't want to be a part of it anymore. So my presidential trade will be over with today. As soon as we open back up, it's over. Yep, it's over. I'm up 86%. Yeah, I'm gonna just go on and exit my position and go back to what I do, which is day trade as Nvidia moves on up. Yeah, because I'm quite sure this is about to dump. I'm just gonna go and get out. I ain't gonna play with it no more because next thing you know, it's gonna dump, and then people gonna start buying, and then it's gonna halt again. No, you don't want to play with no halts. You don't. See, like I've been saying, the Trump media is not no reputable company. It's like penny stocks, and it's like these meme stocks. That's exactly what it is. So I'm just waiting on it to unhalt, which we should be unhalted real soon, and I'm exiting and just taking my profits and walking away and going back to do what I do best. Let's go back to these reputable companies that we know, like, and trust, and just go back to what I do. So we waiting on this thing. Here we go. We off halt. We got a little bounce coming. Yes, I'm out. All out. I'm all out. 85%. I just got out. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want to be playing with this halt stuff because I know how it go, and this is a meme stock. I know exactly how it plays out. Perfect trade, 84%. I got out earlier than I wanted to, right? But I cannot play with these penny stock, meme stock games. I'm not gonna go there. So I'm out of the full position. My presidential play is over with. And guess what's gonna happen? We still gonna watch. We still gonna watch what's gonna happen. This is a good teachable moment. This is a good teachable moment. People are thinking like that too. So it's gonna be selling. And then people gonna start buying in. And guess what? It's gonna halt again. We're gonna have another halt. I'm just not gonna play with it. So I'm all out, 85% gain. I'm out. I wasn't finna play with it. And I don't care if it goes and runs up. No. It's over. You know what I'm saying? I'm not finna try to dip by. I'm not finna try to get back in. It's over with. So that's why you shouldn't play with penny stocks. You shouldn't play with meme stocks. You shouldn't buy these messed up bullshit companies just on hype and momentum or what somebody say on the internet. This is what happens. You get caught up in halts. And then they'll dump on you, and then the whole thing comes tumbling down. You don't want to get caught up, especially nobody should be buying this right now. It's over, bro. If you jump in here and buy this right now, it's over. No, don't do it. We had 2 halts already, one to the upside and one to the downside. And I'm thinking it's gonna halt again sooner or later. So just don't touch it, leave it alone, move on to something else. So that's what I'm about to get ready to do. I'm gonna watch it a few more minutes. I'm gonna go probably come back and forth, but I'm going back to what I normally do. I'm going back to my world, which are Nvidia, AMD, Google, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, Facebook, back to the real world. This is not the real world. That's gambling. Trump media, gambling. AMC, gambling. GameStop, gambling. It's gambling. Penny stocks, gambling. Stay away from it. That's gambling. But what I normally do over here with Nvidia, with AMD, with Google, with Amazon, with Apple, Tesla, that's not gambling. That's good technical analysis, reputable companies, great CEOs that's run properly, great products. Look, told y'all another halt. I can't do it, bro. Another halt. I can't do it. So this is the part of day trading that is gambling. This right here. And if you've been watching me ever since I bought those shares, I've been saying it the whole time. I've been explaining it. Just about every time I talk about Trump media, I explain that it is not a reputable company. That trade I did was basically gambling. It was a presidential play, meaning that only reason why I did it was because the potential of him being the president, that was gonna make this stock jump, and it did. Right now, we in the penny stock, meme stock world, which is halts. You know what I'm saying? But my experience with penny stocks and halts, this is not that much movement. See, that's another thing. This is not that much movement for a halt. It's not. This word right here, halt. Why does it halt? What does that mean, Stock Sniper? A halt means that when there's so much buying coming in, so much volume, that the system can't catch up with the amount of people that's buying. So it makes the system halt. It halts until everything catches up. Once it catches up, then it starts back again. But it is not enough volume, right, for it to be halted on the upside or to the downside. Now we are halted on the upside. This is probably gonna happen all day long, y'all. You know what I'm saying? And with that being said, no, most traders, day traders, are scared to touch it now because we don't want to get caught up in a halt. This is day trading. Meme stocks. This has nothing to do with investing. It's totally different. It's a totally different world. I say that all the time on this channel. Don't get day trading confused with investing in the companies that we know, like, and trust. Don't touch GameStop. Don't touch AMC. Don't touch these penny stocks. Don't do it. That's gambling. So I'm kind of glad that this started happening, the halts and the halt. So y'all can see in real time. This is what the day traders don't talk about, bro. They will never go live and let you see a halt. They don't talk about halts. It's bad to get caught up in the halt. Just imagine, bro. Just imagine this. I was in, since $26. But just imagine you buying this morning at 57.50, thinking that it's gonna run up, hoping that it's run up on the presidential play. And you buy it at 57 at the high, and you caught up in a halt right now. It's people that bought at 57. It's people that bought at 50, 1,000 shares, 2,000 shares, 3,000 shares that are caught up in this mess and this drama. This mess and this drama right here, this is the mess and the drama that we don't like. You don't want to get caught up in this type of mess and this type of drama. No. And it's still people that gonna buy when it comes off of this halt. It's still, yes, look, we're out of the halt now. Let's see what's happening. We out. Let's see what's gonna happen. Just killed the whole momentum of Donald Trump media. Trump media on high watch. Those 1, 2, I think there's 4 halts so far. The first one was to the upside. The second one was to the downside. 3. We had 3 halts already. 3 already. Let's see what's gonna happen. It is a possibility that we can recover and still move on up. I doubt that, but it is a possibility that people continue to buy for the run on up. But now it's too late now. It's too late. It's officially the Donald Trump presidential run, as far as the stock goes. Trump media's run is officially over. It's over. It's over. Okay, let's go to Nvidia. I'm out of that. All right, we're on the move now. Let's get back to what I do, which is day trade the great companies. Let's go. Let's see. We are 140.50. Let me see what's been going on. All right. The all-time highs on Nvidia is 145. We hit that, and now we've been on the downside. Looks like this is support right here on the move back up. It looks like we found that bottom. Looks like we found that bottom on the move back up on Nvidia. 140.50 on Nvidia. Trying to move back on up. I'm on the 3-minute candle. I'm getting off the 3-minute candle. Going back to the 1-minute candle. Let's take a peek at Trump media. Yeah, it's basically over, y'all. I'm gonna go on and draw the downside. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let me move that all the way up here. There, that's more of a correct. The high was 57.50, and now I'm finna change this drawing. No, wait. Make it thicker. Yeah. Now see, I think we're gonna have another halt to the downside. That's what I think. So I gotta go. I gotta move on to Nvidia. Bigger and better plan things over here. Let's see. Nvidia's on the move. Nvidia's on the move. Let's see what Tesla is doing. Tesla's down. Apple, semi W pattern. That's what I was talking about yesterday. W pattern. Not it's similar, kind of a W pattern, but kind of not. Amazon W pattern. See, that's the W pattern I was talking about yesterday on Amazon. Was that the same W pattern? Wait, was that Amazon that we seen the W pattern breakout yesterday? Can we break out on the W pattern? W pattern, usually we get breakouts. When you see W pattern, you keep it on high alert because usually W patterns are breakouts. Double bottom. We got the double bottom. Let's see. Donald Trump, steam is going out. I can't deal with it, bro. I can't do it. I ain't finna get caught up in no hall. Nah, ain't no way. Who had the double bottom? Was it Amazon? Yeah. Check out Amazon. No day trades, no day trades. The only trade I had was the Donald Trump trade that I've been sitting on for weeks. Got out with an 86% 86% profit. Yeah, 86% on that Donald Trump trade. Great trade on my presidential trade. Well, stock sniping, will you get back in? Nah, no, I'm done with it. I'm not finna touch it with a 10-foot pole. No, but I still got to keep watching. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to watch it. That's it. That's all I'm going to do. But I can't touch it with a 10-foot pole. Sell off on Nvidia. So the Donald Trump trade was successful. 86%. I wish I could have held it to Friday or Monday. That was the goal. But we got caught up in 2, 3, or 4 halts. And I'm not finna get caught up in no halt. I'm sorry. I'm not finna do it. Nah, I can't do it. I take my 86% and go on by my business. So with my 86% profit, I'm gonna take that and buy me some more Nvidia. I'm gonna try to get a dip on Nvidia. Hopefully, I'm trying to figure that out right now. I'm gonna buy me some more shares of Nvidia. I'm gonna let it. Let's see. No, not 1 hour. Let's go to year to date. When would I pick up some more Nvidia shares to add to my long-term portfolio? 30. Let me see. That might be too low. Let me go. I don't think it'll go back down there to 30. Let me give me some good lows. We're at over 40 right now. 44 is the high. If we can get back down to about 37, 38, I'll pick up me some more shares of Nvidia. Then what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna buy some shares of Nvidia. I'm gonna split it up by 25% Nvidia, 25% Tesla, and then the rest I'm gonna put in the S&P 500. and then I'm gonna save. I'm gonna go 25% S&P 500, 25% of that 84% gain on Tesla, another 25% on Nvidia, and then I'm gonna take the other 25% that's left, around 12% of it or 10% of it, I'm gonna stick it into my emergency fund, and then the other 15%, I'll probably be able to buy something like I said I was gonna do. Probably buy a microphone for my content creation platform. Depending on how much left over, I'm gonna try to get me a microphone for sure, and something for the content creation setup. That's what I'm gonna do. Let's see what's happening with the Trump media. Yeah, it killed it, bro. Killed all the momentum. It's crazy. Killed it. Killed it. Ain't no way I can deal with it no more. I can't do it. That was crazy. Killed my whole momentum. But a good teachable moment though, right? If you hear just like I show my wins and my losses, I show halts that nobody never talks about in the penny stock world. That's why I stay away from penny stocks. I stay away from it. Unless I want to gamble. Like some people gamble on football, some people, gamble. That's gambling of the stock market. Gambling with AMC, GameStop, penny stocks. That's gambling. Just go on hype and momentum, you know. That's all that is. No technicals, no reputable company, no product. Because think about it, nobody really knows Truth Social. Nobody knows it. Nobody's really on it. I don't know nobody who is on Truth Social. I don't know nobody who's on it. We are just now starting to see commercials only on Fox about Truth Social. So it's there, but it's not a reputable company. It's not. But because Donald Trump, the presidential election and all this here, he's the candidate and he's the front runner, of course people gonna pump it up, that's how it works. And so yes, get in at a low number like I did and ride the momentum on up like I did, but I wanted it to last at least 3 or 4 more days, but it didn't. It did what penny stocks, meme stocks do. Start halts, the halt strategy, start halting. And that's what happened. I feel sorry for the people that got in high. You know what I'm saying? You too late, bro. You too late. 3 halts, it's basically over. Let me see. I haven't looked at the comments. I usually don't look at the comments, but no comments. 5 people in here. I appreciate the 5 people that's in here. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, you seen how it work. If you into the stock market, if you're in the day trading, and you are a seasoned day trader, you know about what I was just talking about. But if you knew, that's a pretty good outline about penny stocks, right? If you watch me trade, I never talk about penny stocks. I never talk about AMC or GameStop. Never. You don't even see them on my watch list right here. You don't even see them. I never talk about them at all. I don't trade them. I stay away from penny stocks. Just every now and then now, I dipped there, like what I did with the Donald Trump media. That Donald Trump media is a meme stock. It's just like AMC. It's just like GameStop. It's a penny stock, basically like a penny stock. So now this was my presidential gamble, which I hit, which I won, because I got in early. Getting in right now is too late. You know what I'm saying? It's too late to get in right now. If you get in right now, you're gonna get caught up. Like these people right here, caught up. It's too late. When they start talking about it on the news, well, Trump is the front runner. This and that's going on. Then the people that like me are already in, right? We are already in. We just ride it on up like I did. The news keep talking about it. People keep talking about it. Then new people start coming in. Basically, people that listen to what they say on the internet and on the news, while experienced traders like me, we just sitting back watching. We are already in. We are in down low, which is way down here somewhere, and we just ride it on up. And experienced traders know, like what I said yesterday. If you was here yesterday, I was talking about this line right here, right? 5750, resistance, 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 resistance. Every time it hit 5750, guess what? It falls down. And that's what happened. Look what happened at 5750. Big what? Big dump. They start halts and all this stuff start happening. That was amazing. If you listened to me yesterday, I said, I think it was 55. 55 was gonna be hard to break. That's what I said yesterday. Why, Stock Sniper? Because it hit 55 right here, 57 or whatever, hit this line, dumped. Came up to it again, dumped. Hit right here, went up to 80, came back under it, dumped. Came back up to it again, dumped. Came back up to it, dumped, dumped, dumped. Then today, dumped. And then we had a halt. The absolutely worst thing that could have happened was the halt. And that just killed the momentum. It killed it. It killed the momentum. Absolutely killed it. It killed my momentum because guess what? Once I seen that first halt, I knew it was over, bro. I knew it. I started trying to, think of a way out. You know what I'm saying? Once it come back, depending on what it did, because it could have came out of the halt and it could have shot right back up. But I knew that other traders were going to be thinking like I'm thinking, bro, I got to get out of this here. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get caught up in no halt, and people start selling. The first halt, that's when you start thinking. The second halt, oh, shoot, here we go. Halt, halt, halt all day long. Then we had the third one. Once we had the third one, it's over with. It's over with. It's over with. And that's exactly what's happening. Now, look, we finna go up under 50, and we finna swindle all the way back down. Just killed the whole momentum. Well, Stock Sniper, why you didn't sell majority of it and just kept a few? You don't do snakeskin Randy when these halts start coming. You don't. You get out. You don't play with no halt. Because you can fool around, especially with Donald Trump, right? Because you already know they already be coming at it. So if they see this going up, they'll halt it and keep it halted. Just think if we went past 5 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, and the SEC, FDIC, with the regulators, you know what I'm saying, want to come and investigate. you might be in there for 6 months. That's the killer about penny stocks and these meme stocks. If they halt, it is a possibility. Luckily, these halts were only 5 minutes. It's some penny stocks, when it run up like that, you make all that money and you snake skin Randy, you being greedy because it's gambling. Guess what? You get caught up in that halt, and your money might be locked up for 6 months, might be locked up for a year inside of an investigation of a bullshit company. That's why I don't play with them penny stocks. You never hear me talk about no penny stocks. You never hear me talk about no GameStop. You never hear me talk about those things. And if I do, I let it be known off top, I'm gambling, like I did with Trump media. Once I started looking at Trump media, I put it out there. This is gambling. I'm gambling. Don't fool with it if you don't know what you're talking about. Don't fool with it. This is my gamble. It's gamble. I said that every time. But Nvidia and all these reputable companies that I really trade every day, you don't have to worry about all that, because they're reputable companies. They got a product, right, that we all love, like, and trust. They have great CEOs. They actually are profitable, right? They are actually profitable companies. They move slow, right? They do move slow, except Nvidia, but they move slow. They don't move like the meme stocks, right? We get big up movements and big down movements with the meme stocks. That's why we don't trade Google, Amazon, Apple. That's why we don't use shares to day trade these reputable companies. We leverage the reputable companies with contracts. That's why that W-shaped pattern that I was talking about on Amazon is starting to play out the way a W-shaped pattern plays out, which is the breakout over the W pattern. Over the W, we get the breakout. Donald Trump on the way down. Well, stock sniper, why don't you flip it? Good question. Stock sniper, you know that it's going to go down. Why don't you flip it and get you some and go short on Trump media? Okay, you already made 86% to the upside. You know it's going to go down because of the halt. Why you don't jump in and go short to the downside? Well, the reason why I don't do that is because we already halted 3 times, and I don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. No, I'm not. I am not going to get caught up in a halt, because just like in a halt to the upside, it'll halt to the downside, and I don't want to touch it with a 10-foot pole. Basically, I hope that makes sense. Okay, let me get back here. Google. We've been live 45 minutes. Today was a good live, y'all. Today was good. If you get a you got a good, clear understanding the difference between real day trading and gambling. You got to know. I just gave you a good lesson on what day trading really is and what gambling really is in the stock market. Good lesson. So I'm gonna explain it again, real easy. Gambling and day trading is when you are trading companies that are not reputable, no great CEO, no great product that nobody knows or nobody even uses, and it's just on hype and momentum. In other words, day traders are just trading it. A lot of group of traders come together and say, hey, we're going to buy this. And we buy it. And then we go on the internet and say, oh, it's run like a GameStop. Great example. GameStop and GameStop and AMC. Great example. And penny stocks. Penny stocks are those bullshit companies that cost 50 cents, $1, stuff like that you don't even know. The company is based out of somebody's garage. Trash companies. That's gambling. Yes, you can make a lot of money doing it, but you can also lose a lot of money doing it too. Day trading. Trading technical analysis. Learning how to read charts, support and resistance. With reputable companies like Facebook, Microsoft, Tesla, Apple, Amazon, Google, Nvidia, these companies right here. That's day trading. That takes a skill. That's not off what somebody say on the internet. That's not off following a whole group of traders. Well, y'all buy this because it's running up, and then you go buy it because they say it's running up. That's not real day trading. That's gambling. It's a difference. So that's why after real soon, I will be taking this off my whole watch list. Because the only reason why I even put it on my watch list is because hype and momentum of Donald Trump winning the presidency. If he loses, this goes back to, okay, if he loses, right, which let's get it straight, I don't think he's going to lose. But if he loses the presidency, that $46 goes up under 11. If he loses, it's over. So, look, another halt. Another halt, y'all, to the downside, that big selling. Another halt all day long. It's over, bro. It's over. They finna halt it all the way back down to the 20s. They finna halt it. It's halted. It's over now. Now it's up under 50. Now it's back up under 45. This is the meme stock life, y'all. Meme stocks. Gambling. This is gambling. If you've been watching me and watching these videos that I've been saying, I always have said that Trump media is like AMC GameStop is gambling. You know what I'm saying? I gambled. Instead of gambling on a football game, I gambled that on the presidency. I gambled that Donald Trump gonna win to be the president. That's why I got in on that. Great teachable moment today on Trump Tuesday. We got Trump media on watch. Great teaching on meme stocks. Great teaching on penny stocks. Great teaching of what gambling in the stock market day trading really is. It is this. Now we're in a halt, another halt. Now you see why I heard of it? That's why I got out. I knew it. Once you know the game, right? Once you know exactly how to play it. That's why I say, if you are not experienced, don't play with these type of stocks. Don't play with no penny stock. Don't play with no AMC. Don't play with no GameStop. Don't play with it. If you don't know what you're doing, don't jump in it because somebody say your favorite YouTuber say that it's running. Don't jump in just because your favorite YouTuber say it's going to the moon, as they say. Don't do it because you get some text message saying I'm up 200-300%. You need to get in now. Don't do it. You'll get caught up. Now look, bro, this is crazy. Halted on the downside. We're just watching. Man, when it come out of the halt this time, everybody else, I feel sorry for the people up here, bro. That's why I never told nobody. That's why I never promoted. Y'all need to buy it. It's going to the moon. I never said that. I always said my plan on what I was doing, and don't do what I do. It's a gamble. I always said that. It's a gamble. This is a gamble. Now look. Wow. And on the cool, it's not even really that much movement for the halt to be coming in. So in my opinion, it's another attack on Donald Trump. As we get close to the election, it's another attack on Donald Trump. It's another attack. I said it. Yes, I said it. Another attack on Donald Trump. Because as an experienced trader, halts in the day trading world, halts in the penny stock world, halts in the penny stock world don't happen on this less of a movement. It's big movements that happens to cause it to halt. So in other words, this is another attack on Donald Trump. Straight up. Yep, it's another attack on Donald Trump. That's exactly what it is, y'all. Another attack on Donald Trump. Yep. See what Nvidia is doing. Nvidia is approaching its highs on the move. Let's see. See what Tesla is doing. Tesla. All right, we are out of the halt. I think that's the fourth halt within an hour. 4 halts in 1 hour. And everybody, we getting up out of this. Hell no. I'm taking my money right now. That's what they saying. I'm getting out. Another halt to the downside, soon to come. Man, I can't do it. I'm out. Look, bro. Man, hold up. People are getting out. Dang. 44 is about to be gone now. 44 is about to be gone on Trump media. Big sell-off on Trump media. It is now red. And let me see. Let me see. Let me go to the 30-minute time frame. Look at that. Ooh, all those gains are gone. Wow. And somebody's short this thing all the way down too. Wow, look at all that red. Wow. As we get to another resistance line, another support line, 44.33. Some more buying coming in. Some more buying coming in. Nah, I couldn't do it. Them Trump supporters is something else, bro. You know what I'm saying? They'll get back, they'll start coming in and buying. Trump supporters know what time it is. That's crazy. Ain't no way. We're gonna get another halt. We got 4 halts already. When would number 5 come? They trying to hold it back. They shook me out. I took my 86% and got out. I was not finna hold it. After that second halt, I was out. Yeah, I got out. 86% on that trade. Yeah, I had to get out. I wasn't finna hold through all these halts. No. I got out. Great trade though. It was a great trade for me, even though I wanted to hold it until the election. But when they start halts, I got to get away from that. That's penny stock world. I can't do it. So that's one thing about Nvidia, AMD, Google, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, SPY, Facebook. You ain't got to worry about all that. That's not happening with those companies. Not happening at all. But so it's not happening with them. See, another halt. That's 5 halts already. 5. It's 5. Man, them people, man, look, they not finna let this stock go up to $100 a share. They not finna do it. Bro, they not finna do it. They killing it. They killing it. They not finna let it go up to no $100 a share. And think, people bought the dip down here at this support and got in. Dumb move. That's dumb. You already seen 4 halts. Why is you buying the dip to get caught up in another halt? It's 5 halts within 1 hour. 5 halts in 1 hour. Every time it goes down, and then on the and for real, this is not enough movement for another halt. It's not. It's not enough movement for no halt. That's how you know that that's an attack on Donald Trump. That's how you know it's an attack on Donald Trump. But they can't hold it down though, because once he wins this election next week, it's gonna bounce anyway. Well, Stock Sniper, why you didn't stay in? Because meme stocks and penny stocks, that's not the game I play. I don't play that game. You know what I'm saying? I don't play that game. But I will from time to time if I can get in at a perfect price like I did with this presidential election. I got in at a nice price. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get in way up here. I got in way at the bottom. So once it started halting, I could just take my 86% profit and go on by my day like I did. I don't gamble like that. I don't gamble. I'm not a gambler. And penny stocks and all, that's a gamble. I don't play like that. I stay in my world. What is your world, Stock Sniper? Trading, Nvidia, AMD, Google, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, the overall markets, which is the SPY, and Facebook. That's my world. When I will let my nuts hang and gamble with the penny stocks, you know what I'm saying, sometime. But my main thing is Nvidia, AMD, Google, Amazon, Apple, Tesla. You know what I'm saying? Microsoft. That's my main. That's what I trade. That's my lane. Because I know that's not gambling. You got to know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But trading, what that GameStop, penny stock world is dangerous. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. I know I've seen a lot of people play with them penny stocks, and we seeing it right now. And this Trump media, you know what I'm saying? That's basically on hyping momentum and on the hope that he win the presidency. That's in at 57 and holding it, the power of the people, and stuck way up here and ain't gonna sell it for nothing and gonna lose their whole account. Somebody is losing their whole account right now with this big dump down. Somebody, that's sad, bro. That's sad. That's sad. That's why I talk against penny stocks. I talk against GameStop, AMC, but I will dip in it because I know what I'm doing and I know when to get out. You know what I'm saying? I know. You know what I'm saying? And I barely do it. Barely do it. I did it with Trump media because I got a good hope. I got belief that he ended up being the president. And I got in super, super early. I got in way before this big hype that's been happening over the last 2 or 3 weeks. I've been in since they thought Kamala Harris was gonna win. I've been in it. So I got in way at the bottoms. I got in way down here. You know what I'm saying? I got in way down up in here. 26. I got in way down up in here. I wish I could have got in down here, but I got in the 20s. And I rode it all the way up. I was hoping that it broke this resistance line for the run on up, but it didn't do it. It didn't do it because we started going through all these halts. And once I seen the first 2 halts, I already knew what it was. It's going to halt all day long. And I said it. It's going to halt all day long. It's 5 halts in 1 hour. And we just got out of that other halt. Now we're going to halt. Now this time, guess what's going to happen? We're going to halt on the way back down. And that's what's going to be, a back and forth. It's going to be some buying, halt. Some selling, halt. More buying, halt. Selling, halt. It's going to do that all day. I ain't finna get caught up in that. I'd rather be over here. We ain't got to worry about all that. So if you're just not joining, the presidential play is over. I'm all out. 86%, but I'm all out. I'm all out on my presidential Trump play on Trump Tuesday. I got out. Yeah. Not that much movement and 5 halts. They gonna halt it again, watch. We back green on Trump media. We back green on Trump media. I'm looking to see what's gonna happen. Are we gonna get another halt to the downside? Let's see. Trump media. Since Trump and Elon Musk have aligned themselves together, I'm trying to see if these 2 companies gonna roll together. Let me see. Let me see what Dogecoin doing. Shit. Dogecoin. Dogecoin is at almost at 17 cents now. It's moving on up. Let me get back to my watch list. See if we're gonna get another halt on Trump media. Yeah, I got out of my play on Trump media because all that halt, I'm not really going for that. I got out, I took my 86% profit, and I'm good with that trade. I would love to have held it to election. What was the goal was to hold until Friday and Monday and sell half and then hold on to the other half. But they started halting like they do on penny stocks. They start halting it. And when they did that, I just got out that whole position and just got out and just called it a day. You know what I'm saying? So I ended my presidential play a week early. I'm all out. 86% profit, great trade. Because I don't want to go through all these halts. I don't want to go through all that. I'm not doing it. So I just cleared out my position and got out of everything. But I still got it on watch, but I'm just gonna look. Because I'm curious to see what's gonna happen. We already had 5 halts in 1 hour. See if we're gonna halt again. I'm thinking the next halt gonna be to the downside. Nvidia back going down. Well, let me see what the comments talking about. Mimi Roberts. Hey, Mimi Roberts, how you doing? We got 7 people in here. Appreciate y'all for joining me. Y'all getting a good look on what it is day trading penny stocks. Day trading companies that is not reputable. You're getting a good look. You're really getting a good look. Let me get it off that, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about Trump media. You're getting a good look of what gambling is and day trading. You're getting a good look at what gambling is and day trading. Trump media was a gamble. AMC is a gamble. Penny stocks are a gamble. GameStop is a gamble. And yes, I did gamble on that because I was betting that Trump ended up being the presidency. And I got in really, really down low. I got in way down here. And I rode it all the way up. Right? Why I had to get out? I got out because they start doing what they do in a penny stock world on these companies that ain't really reputable. It's called halts. A halt is when it's so much buying or it's so much selling that there's a lot of volume that they have to shut it down. Well, the computer shuts down until it catches up with the amount of volume, and then they open it back up. And then when all that volume and buying and selling come back in, they'll halt it again like that. So when I seen the first halt early this morning, the first halt was up here. Once I seen that, I know I'm in penny stock world, right? I'm in penny stock world. It's different than Nvidia, AMD, Google, Amazon, Apple. You will never see halts on these companies. But on penny stocks, you see that all the time. Penny stocks, meme stocks. That happens all the time. So if you've been in here all the time, I would always say, when I would go to Trump media to see what Trump is doing, because I did have shares, I would always say, this is not a reputable company. This is like GameStop. This is like this is like AMC. This is like penny stocks. Nobody uses Trump media. I would always say that. Nobody uses Trump media. I've never been over there before. I don't even have a Trump media account, Truth Social. I don't know nothing about none of that. So this is just on hype and momentum of Trump supporters that buy this, you know, pump up Donald Trump. And also he's possibly can win the presidency. So that's the reason why I got in this. And yes, I got in early, but when I seen that halt stuff, I got out. I cleared my whole position, got out 86% on that win, 86% profit on that. Yeah, I almost doubled the funds on that. When I was not gonna hold it to go through all these halts and have it, you know, just absolutely go down on me. Because we already had 5 halts in 1 hour. It's gonna be some more halts. That's why I like day trading Nvidia, Google, AMD, Amazon, Apple, Tesla, Microsoft, SPY, because they are reputable companies that we know, like, and trust. And their hype and momentum is on real things. Like the Apple phone, for example. If a lot of Apple phones get sold, it'll go up. If earnings are coming up, which earnings on Apple should be any day now, if they beat earnings, then investors are going to like that, and it's going to make them buy and invest more inside of the company. Why? Because the company has a great CEO and it has a great product that everybody know, like, and trust. So I day trade reputable companies. That's it. I don't mess with penny stocks. I don't mess with meme stocks unless I feel like gambling, like I did with this Donald Trump trade. So it's a difference. It's levels to day trading, and it's different size of day trading. So I hope that makes sense. So with my 86%, I'm gonna take 20. I'm gonna take 25% of. I'm gonna take off my day trading hat, and I'm gonna put on my investors hat, long-term investors, long-term investment hat that I can pass down to my grandkids and my kids and stuff like that. Things that'll be here when I'm gone. I'm gonna take 25% of it, and I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna buy me some more Tesla. I'm gonna buy me some more Nvidia. I'm gonna take 25% and buy. I'm gonna take 25% and buy me some more Tesla shares. I'm gonna take another 25% and I'm gonna buy me some more Nvidia shares. And I'm gonna take another 25% and I'm gonna invest in the overall S&P 500 that all these companies are a part of, top 500 companies. I'm gonna take that other 25%. I'm gonna buy it in this, and the other 25% that's left over, I'm gonna take 12% of that, and I'm gonna stick it into my emergency fund. And then I'm gonna take the other 12% and I'm gonna do what? I'm gonna invest that into my content creation stage. I'm gonna buy me a microphone, right? I'm gonna buy me a microphone, and it, whatever that 12% be, I'm gonna buy me a microphone. I'm gonna buy me a microphone. I'm gonna buy me, a little station, so that when I am doing my, because I am a content creator now, when I'm doing my content creation, I might buy me a better camera, right? Might buy me another computer, a better computer. In other words, I'm gonna invest into my content creation platform. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna take those profits. I'm not gonna take that 86% and go to the club. I'm not gonna buy no Jordans. I'm not gonna go trick it off nowhere with no woman. I'm gonna invest it back into me and into the future of my downline. That's what we do. We stockpile investments. Yeah, I'm gonna take off my day trading hat and I'm gonna put on my investor's hat and I'm gonna make some investments. And I just listed what I'm gonna do. 25% Nvidia, 25% Tesla, 25% overall S&P 500, 12.5% back into the emergency fund, 12.5% into my content creation setup. Right. And my chair is starting to squeak a lot because I took my chair and turned it into a workout bench. Now it's squeaking a lot. I need a new chair. And then another thing, I want to start gaming. I'm gonna do that as well because one of my subscribers, asked me, "Why don't you start gaming, Stock Sniper?" I'm gonna start gaming over here, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So look out for that. But it ain't gonna be Fortnite or Call of Duty. None of those things. It's gonna be football, basketball, chess, because I love playing chess, and Super Mario Brothers. Yeah, I'm gonna get Super Mario Brothers because when I was young, I used to play Super Mario Brothers all day long when I was a kid, and I played it for so long that I did what? I saved the princess. So yeah, I'm gonna start gaming over here, y'all. I'm gonna start gaming. Yeah, start back gaming. So let's see. Here we go again. Some more selling on Donald Trump media. Let me put it on 1 minute. I'm all out on my Donald Trump play, y'all. And another thing, you cannot fall in love. Well, all right, I'm taking off my investor hat and I'm putting back on my day trading hat. When you're a day trader, you can't fall in love with these companies, man. You got to take your profits and you got to have your stop loss and you got to stick to my stop loss. Like right now, I'm human. I got a little emotions going on because I sold my Donald Trump stock. But the day trader in me telling that person, shut up, go inside of the corner. We take profits over here. We don't fall in love with these meme stocks and these companies that don't mean nothing on the day trading side. No, we take the money, we reinvest it, long-term investments on the companies we know, like, and trust, which is Nvidia, which is Tesla, which is Microsoft, which is Amazon, which is what the S&P 500 is built on. Yeah, and we save that and we stockpile those great companies. Amazon, great company. I got to remind myself that. Remind yourself, Stock Sniper, the company that you know, like, and trust. But it was a good run. It really was. To watch it go from to get in here at these bottoms, you know what I'm saying? To get in down here at these bottoms and watch it run up to here. It was a great run, man. Now look at all that red. Look at all that red on the downside after all those halts. Big red candle. Big red candle. Coming all the way back down. Bro. Killed the whole trade. Because I was expecting it to get up to 100. I was expecting to get to 80. Past the old resistance line of 55.50, which it tried to do in pre-market, to get to 60, to go above 60, to get to that real strict resistance line, which is right here, that I got right there. You know what I'm saying? That's what I was hoping, that we can, climb, go from floor to floor, to get up to this floor, to pass up to 80. You know what I'm saying? To get to the 100. That's what I was expecting. And they still might get there. But I just can't be a part of that anymore, because I am not finna get caught up in the penny stock world. I can't do it. I've seen too many people blow an account. I've seen too many traders that, being greedy, stay in and lose and blow the whole account. I've seen it too many times. Go in with 10,000 up here and end up down here and you only got 1,000 in your account, and it keeps on halting and it goes down and down. I've seen that. Being greedy. That is the #1 killer of day trader. Being greedy. And quitting. But yeah, the #1 killer of a day trader is greed. That's why I don't talk about money over here, because that'll make people, that automatically put you in the wrong mindset. You want to know about how much money you can make. Automatically, if you get introduced to day trading and you want to know how much money how much money you make. Like if somebody knew they never day trade before, but see that a lot of people make money with stocks now. How much money you make day trading? I'm not going to tell you. Why? Because if I tell you, automatically your mindset shifts to the greed mindset. You want to know how much money you can make. You want to get the money right now. And it don't work like that. That's why I always talk in percentages. Because it ain't about the money. It's about the knowledge. It's about the wisdom. And it's about the understanding. It's about the knowledge. Once you know the knowledge and you get the wisdom and the understanding of anything in life, no matter if you make $1 million and then you go broke and lose the $1 million, long as you got the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding, that's worth more than the money. That's worth more than the money, the knowledge, the wisdom, the understanding, the work that you put in to get the knowledge, the wisdom, and the understanding. The money will just come with it. That's on the back end. But the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding, once you know knowledge, I rather knowledge and the education and the work ethic rather than the money. Because I can take that knowledge and that work ethic and do whatever I need to do with the knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I can do whatever I need to do with it. That's what's more important. That's why day traders fail. And the same ones that want to get rich quick, that get taught by the wrong person, they worry about the money instead of worry about the education and learning how to do and learning how to read the charts. They don't paper trade to learn how to read these charts, meaning that they don't use paper trade is fake money. It's not real. It's not using your own money. You can do this, learn day trading, and play it like a video game. right? And learn this. Paper trading. Don't use your money. Just learn how to read the charts and study and basically go to school and learn all these things about halts and all this stuff I was just talking about support and resistance, and getting the feel of these charts and the movement, and not even use your real money. But the people the ones that say it's gambling are the ones that look at it as get rich quick. They want money right now. They never paper traded for a whole year. They never have paper traded for a whole year. And then after you paper trade for a whole year, you barely use a little bit of money. You use about $20. You use about $30. You know what I'm saying? To start off with, and then build your account like that. They jump in off top with 1,000 or two without paper trading for a year, 6 months. And then lose all their money. And they say, man, it's gambling, and it don't work. Bro, you didn't get taught right. You didn't paper trade. You didn't play with it without using your real money. You didn't use the simulator. You didn't play with it like it's a video game. You didn't go through these companies and buy contracts and buy shares and go in and out and do all these lines on a simulator, which is free. You don't use your own money. You don't practice for a year and actually learn this. And once you learn all this and get the support and resistance, and you learn all this that I learned, and you feel like, okay, I'm ready to go with real money now. You do what? You start small. You start with $20, $30, $40. And then you don't look at it. See, when you look at it as money, that's when that goes out of the window. You know what I'm saying? I look at it, all the great traders don't look at it as they don't look as how much money you done made. They look at it as the percentage. Because if I trade $75, if I trade $50, if I trade $20 and I make 1 or 2% on that trade, that's a great trade. If you look at the money amount, it's only a couple of dollars. Well, dang, you only made $2 talking about this is a great trade. Bro, you don't look at it as money. You look at it as percentages, because a 1 or 2% trade and you trade $20, if you trade 20,000 and get that same 1 or 2%, that's $1,000 trade. You know what I'm saying? You don't look at it as money when you just started. You look at it as percentages. What is my percentages? What is the percentages? As Nvidia moves on up, then you better recognize W patterns. Y'all, you see, if you hear this morning, I said what? If you've been here every single day, I call out trades. Once I see a W pattern, I already know what time it is. And I said that this morning. I said, whoa, Amazon is forming a W pattern, double bottoms. Well, once you put the work in on the chart and learn this stuff for years without trading no money, you recognize certain patterns. Okay, I know that a W pattern, not eight times, where it's not 100%, but 8 out of 10 times, I know a W pattern means a run up. So if you've been here all this longer time this morning and multiple days, every time I go through these things, right? Like I did this morning, I came here and I seen this W pattern way before these candles even formed right here. I seen the W pattern. When I came here, I said, boom, Amazon. Ooh, Amazon is forming a W pattern. Ooh, wait, the W patterns really mean breakout. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to get in just because I see. That's being greedy. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't mean I'm automatically get in because I see a certain pattern. If I want to, yes. That comes with reading patterns and being disciplined enough and not being greedy, right? For me not to take this trade That's my discipline of not being a greedy trader. The stock market gonna be here, bro. It was here long before we got here. It's gonna be here long before we go. It's not going nowhere. So I build up enough in my day trading arsenal and my day trading knowledge and wisdom and understanding not to be greedy. It's not about the money. It's about the charts. It's about the wisdom. It's about the learning. It's about the understanding. It's about a mindset. And I already knew that it was going to do that. I said it this morning. So yes, you know what I'm saying? The wisdom, the learning of the candles, the learning, the putting the hours in of watching these candles and studying and knowing what support and resistance is and understanding what companies to trade and what companies to not trade. Why would I trade GameStop? Why would I trade AMC? And I know that the company is trash. Why would I do that? Why not stick to the companies I know, like, and trust? I own an Apple phone. Why not invest and day trade Apple? Why not? Why not day trade the overall market, which is the SPY? Which that's basically all I used to trade. All I used to stick with was the overall stock market. That's not even a company. One ETF, right? One ETF, you know what I'm saying? And stick with it. I trade the companies that I'm invested in long term. That's the companies that I trade day to day. Those are my day trading companies. The companies that I invest in long term. Nvidia is now my number one day trading vehicle because it moves. It really, really moves. And it's a reputable company. Everybody loves AI. And it moves. And I also do what? Once whatever profits that I win, I break it down. Whatever profits that I win, every profit, you know what I'm saying, whatever I come up on as far as this Nvidia using the contracts, guess what I do? I break it down like I just said. 25%, I buy more shares of Nvidia. 25%, I put inside the overall market, ETF. You know what I'm saying? That's my 401k plan, right? And then the other one, Tesla. And then I break it down. 12% emergency fund. Other 12%, I do whatever I need to do on the side. If I want to go somewhere, if I want to go to a football game, I break it down like that. Break it down just like that. Yep, that's what I do. I got a plan and I stick to it. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm human. Sometimes I mess up on the plan, but I try to stick to that plan. Whatever my first mind is to invest. In other words, pay myself. If I buy shares of Nvidia, I am definitely invested in myself. But not just in myself, I'm also invested in my grandkids, in my downline. Because these shares are not for me. They are for them. Right? They are not for me. They are theirs. It's not mine. And that's how you go from poor. Perfect formula on how to go from poor to being rich, and from being rich to being wealthy. That's how I was able to retire from truck driving at 50 years old. That's how I was able to pull a delivery company out of thin air, like what I did. That's how I was able to pull a delivery company out of thin air. And guess what? I can drive and do that whenever I get ready to. I don't have to do it every single day. I could just do it here and there. And if I want to do it on the weekends, I do it on the weekend. If I want to do it today, I do it today. Because it's an investment. I'm done for today. I don't even have to day trade. Why? Because I took instead of just talking about Donald Trump, instead of just talking about the election, what did I do? I pulled the trigger on a meme stock on betting that he gonna become the president. And what I did, I bought the rumor and I sold the news. I got out. I got out early for an 86% profit. Now I'm ready to rock and roll. I don't even have to do a day trade. Now I do what? I sit and I re-educate myself and I play with these charts because that's what I love to do. Find something that you love to do and master it, whatever it is. This is my earn. Day trading is my earn. And I love it. I love sitting here watching these charts as Nvidia do what? Build high lows. I sit and I play with this because this is what I love to do. You got to find something you love to do and stick to it and master it. You know what I'm saying? And if it's something that you don't understand, you ask questions, you get educated about it. You just don't judge something that you don't know nothing about. You just don't sit there and say that day trading is gambling when you don't know anything about it. Come watch for a month. Come watch for 2 months. Come watch for 3 months and just watch. And watch me call out every last one of these doggone plays like I just called out that W pattern early this morning. Now look, somebody caught that W pattern and bought right here for the breakout. I didn't because I'm not greedy like that. I'm up 86%. Why should I trade anymore? I'm done for the day. I can do what I'm doing right now, which is go through these companies and do what I love to do, which is go through these companies and see what's next. See what we got coming up next. And we, as Nvidia, is on what? It's building higher lows for the uptrend. We had 41.05 for the high today, right? And we bouncing off of this uptrend for what? To move back on up. That's how we go. And somebody is buying these bounces. Somebody's buying this bounce. Somebody's buying this bounce off the uptrend. Somebody's buying this bounce off the uptrend. Somebody just bought this bounce off the uptrend. And guess what? They stop losses down here. So if it goes up under this line, boom, a 3% loss for 50 or 60% profit. I take that all day long. I take that all day long. Minimize your risk, maximize your profits. It's business. Every business has risks. Every business has risks. I just started this I just pulled that delivery business out of thin air. I took my profits off day trading, cashed it out, went up there to the Nissan place, cash money for a 2023 car that's used for what? Only delivery business. That's it. Got me a what? Amazon contract, which I am what? I am also an investor. I own the shares and stock. Pulled me a delivery business out of thin air. Opened up me an Amazon, got me an Amazon contract. And I can do what? Go drop off packages to your door. It's an investment. Paid cash for the car, brand new off the showroom floor. Delivery business. No car note. All for what? This. What I'm doing right now. And look, if I'd have bought the bounce and the trade don't work out my way, it goes up under the trend line, guess what? I cut my losses quick. I cut my loss out right there. And I ain't tripping because I had a plan. The plan was bounce, 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 and catch another bounce. Majority of the time, it will bounce and keep going up. Sometime it will go up under the trend line, and I got my stop loss right there, cut my 3% loss out. I go move on to the next play. I move on to the next trade. And if it goes back inside of this uptrend, like it's doing right now, and curl right back up and keep moving on up, I don't get emotional about it. Dang, why you didn't stay in? Well, I had a plan, bro. It's like this wall up where you can't see me. I got this thing up. Well, I'm finna right now. Let me see. I'm finna come on now. How can I do this? I'm still new to streaming service, y'all. Let me see. Okay, like I got this. I stick to my plan. I need to switch that to 3 miles or 3.5 miles. But I got to stick to this plan. Same way with this. Even if it would have bounced, I didn't go in on this trade as an example, but it would have been a good trade. I catch the bounce, but it breaks this downtrend. You know what I'm saying? I know that once it break this downtrend, it's possible that it can go even lower. So I got my stop loss up in here. Once I hit my stop loss, I'm out. But our stock sniper is going back inside of the uptrend. Well, if I'm out and it goes back into to up inside of this, I can make a decision to get back in, right? Or just going to stick to my plan, which that what this is. Stick to my plan. 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to stick to the plan and be all right, even though if it's a 2% loss. Even I'm about to really go in now. Even with losses in life, bro, if you use your losses for a learning experience, guess what? You still win. You still win. If you take a loss and be like, well, shoot, how can I learn from that? And then you look at in a positive way, how can I learn from this? You win. That's when you really learn. That's when you really elevate in life off your losses, bro. You don't take your losses and feel bad about it and think, oh, you lost, oh, you a loser. No. Your biggest losses are your biggest win. I learned the most from my losses because I can learn from them and end up being a better person and elevate more when I learn from my losses. When I make the wrong decisions. That's why I say, instead of, you got to sit and think, is this right? Is that wrong? And once you sit and think, see, that's the problem that we have these days. We do not sit and think. All it takes is 10 seconds before you make a poor decision in life. Should I do this? Or should I not do this? Well, if you sit for 30 seconds and think, nah, I'm not supposed to do that. Guess what? You're going to make the right decision and you ain't going to do it. You ain't going to crash out. Like right now, the mindset, you know what I'm saying, of a new trader, man, I got out too early. Man, I should have stayed in. No, you did your plan. Your plan was to catch the bounce, and sometimes it don't work out. You got your stop loss up under this uptrend, right? You get your stop losses up under this uptrend because you minimize your risk and you maximize your rewards. So you get out, cool. That's 3%. You know what I'm saying? Well, cool, cool. I stuck to my plan because just as easy as you saying, well, dang, I should have stayed in. I would be up right now off the bounce. Well, it could have also came down into this yellow. It could have came all the way down to this VWAP. Then instead of being down to 2 or 3%, you would be down 15 to 20%. So that's why you got to stick to your plan. You got to stick to the plan, not only with day trading, but in real life. You got to stick, whatever your plan is, you got to stick to it. You got to stick to the plan. If you got on your goals and your plan to run 2 miles a day, you got to run them 2 miles a day. If your goal is to go to work, you get your check every Friday, you just your earn, the next thing is to invest. Go to the gym. When you get off and do these 1, 2, 3 things, your rest is more important. You got to get the proper rest. Yeah. So let me blow this back up. Okay, now we back. But you get the idea. Bounce, 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 bounce. Went up under it, but this is still support on the way back up. Get the idea. Trump media trying to recover. I can't deal with it no more though. I'm done with that. AMD. If you notice, everything is starting to turn green now. The market is looking good, except Tesla and the Dow Jones, which is another ETF. It's similar to the SPY. Microsoft on the way up. Facebook on the move on up. Let's see. Let's look at some other stuff. Dogecoin. Let's see. Uber, who I was just talking about. Let's look at something else, y'all, that a lot of people talk about. The value of the dollar. This is the value of the dollar. This is the dollar index. This tracks the dollar. Well, let's see. Max. Let's look at the value of the dollar since 1971. This is the, let me take that out. The back, see, you see, I already been looking at the dollar. See, I do this over here, bro. That's why when people go to talking about the devaluation of the dollar, the low of the dollar was $71. That was in 2008, right? Y'all could easily look this up. DXY. Look what it says. US dollar index. That index tracks the value of the dollar that we say. A lot of people that don't know is saying that the value of the dollar is going down. The all-time highs of the dollar was 161 back in 84. Who was the president in 1984, y'all? Ronald Reagan. So yes, the value of the dollar is going down. What we're going to do is we're going to put a line right here. Long term, the value of the dollar is going down, right? It has went down. The lowest point of the dollar was when? 2008. Well, what happened in 2008? Housing crash. That was the lowest point of the dollar in 2008, right? Ever since 2008, we're about to be in 2025 right now. I'm gonna turn this to green because that is the support on the dollar. See the same, okay, the same technical analysis that you use on day trading, like I do day to day, you also use that on the overall graph. That's all this chart is. It's a graph. They taught us this in school. It's called geography. They use graphs for a certain reason. And the graphs are indication of what has happened in the past and also what can happen in the future. It's called a graph. And we go by its numbers. So the all-time low of the US dollar was in 2008. Was in 2008. But look, we're doing what on the US dollar? We're doing what? We're moving on up from the low of 2008 That's the lowest that's the lowest it has ever been. That's the bottom. Housing market crash. 2008, September 11th. Let's see. This is what you do. You got to do your research, bro. You can't sit here and say that the value of the dollar is as low as it's ever been right now when you don't even know. See, I know because I do this each and every single day. The lowest that the dollar has ever been is in 2008. 2008 was when the housing market crashed, when we was really in trouble. And in 2008, that's when a lot of people picked up the wholesale houses. Okay. When did 9/11 happen? 2001. September. Right here. I'm gonna move this up. Okay. Okay. So, like I said before, in my opinion, the worst time in U.S. history since I've been alive, and I'm 50 years old, was the 2008 market crash, housing crash, and what else? And what else? September the 11th. I wish I could find it on here. Well, September, that's August. September 30th. Well, I'm going to say, let's say, okay, well, 2008, that's too far. No, 2001. I'm going the wrong way. 2001. Right here. Right there was when September 11th happened, right? And look what happened. Look what happened. This is September 11th. Well, September 30th, but it's 2001 right after that. These are 1 month candles. Okay, right after that, September 11th, the dollar. This is the value of the dollar. After September 11th, it crashed. So actually, September 11th, 2001, when those towers did what? When those towers hit, the stock market basically is the heart and center of this country. Look at this. This is more of a dump than anything else. And it dumped all the way down what? To the all-time low of, now that's when the value of the dollar was at its lowest right there. After what? We had two major events. September 11th, I remember really, really clearly, which in my opinion is the worst that I have seen. It's not as bad right now. It was way worse back then what it is right now. How you know, Stock Sniper? Because I'm showing you right here. Look at look at how much the dollar went down after those twin towers hit. After those planes hit them towers in 2001. I'm 50 years old. So I was around when that happened, bro. I was around. And more importantly, catch this what I'm saying. And more importantly, I was investing in the stock market. I knew about the stock market because I was handed a investment book when I was a kid. So in 2001, that in my lifetime, that's the worst That is the worst. That was worse. Then what? Right after that, we ran right into what? The 2008 housing crash, which it didn't even do much because we bounced. And then bounced back down. We made another double support, which is that W shape that I'll be talking about, right? That's the W shape, kind of sort of. Kind of sort of that's an M shape. But you get what I'm saying. It's a double bottom. This is the lowest. This is when the dollar was at its lowest right here. I'm showing you. The charts don't lie. Right here. This was the lowest that the dollar has been. Ever since then, the value of the dollar is going up. It's been going up. From 2008, we are in a, this is another pattern that this is another pattern, U-shape, that us traders love to look for. Not only W patterns, not only M patterns, but U-shaped patterns, B patterns, bull flag patterns, bear patterns. We are in a U-shaped pattern right now with the dollar index. You can clearly see all-time highs on the dollar, 84. That's when a lot of people say, that's when the best president, Ronald Reagan, was in office in 84. That's a lot of people say. I wasn't around in 84, but I was a little bitty kid. I was still doing what? Read these investment books, getting my knowledge up. So that's when Ronald Reagan was in office. Whatever happened, that value of the dollar came all the way down. So by looking at this chart, which the charts don't lie, when was the dollar the value at its lowest? Now today, or back here in 84 to 87, or from 2001 to 2008. Now, if this was 2008, then you could say, yeah, man, the dollar ain't worth nothing. The value for the day ain't worth nothing. But a lot of people don't know because they're just now really coming around. Inflation and higher prices, bro, that's always been around. With growth comes inflation. When you build, stuff got to go up. Just like if you own a business, right? If you start selling hamburgers out of your house, of course, you're going to sell your hamburgers for a smaller price because you're selling out of the house. Once you move from a house, once you move from selling your hamburgers out of your house to a food truck, you're going to go up on your prices. That's inflation. Once you move from that food truck to a brick and mortar, you're going to go up a little bit more. The hamburgers ain't yesterday's prices, ain't today's prices. That's inflation. Once you move from that building in your hood and then go get a real building, let's say, in the rich area, which would be the Galleria of where Trill Berkins was over there, guess what? You can go up on your prices even more. Yesterday prices are not today's prices. That's inflation. It's going all that's inflation. It doesn't happen, bro, in life. So the lowest when the dollar was really hurting was in 2008, 2001, when stuff was really going bad. Now it's starting to show upside. That's what the charts say. Starting to show upside. Okay, let's move from that let's see. If you're looking at it from a 1 month, it's going up right now. If you look at, let's see, what time frame I'm trying to get. I'm trying to get a good one to try to, so people can see. We are on 30-minute. Let's see. Trying to get in the right time frame. Hourly. I'm trying to get it in the right time frame. I'm gonna just use this as an example. If you're looking at it from this perspective, right? You're not looking at it in this perspective. That's a long time. If you're not looking at it from 1983 to 2025, and you're only looking at it from this perspective, not even this perspective, I'm trying to get it to where it's going to show a part where we're on the downside. Okay, 18, 17, 16. I'm going to use this as an example. If you're looking at it from this type of perspective, meaning you're not looking at it, I ain't even switch to the other one because I'm going to have to do all this all over again. That long one I just showed from 1983 or 2008, if you're looking at it from 3 years compared to 20 or 30, of course it's going down. Of course it's going down if you're looking at it from a smaller time frame. But if you're looking at it overall, which we're talking long term, we're not talking 2000. We're not talking 1998. We're talking from 73, 80, 84, 88. We're talking from a long time perspective. Of course, it's going to go up and go down. It's going to go up and it's going to go down. Just like the price of a hamburger. The price of a hamburger going to go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. But you can't sit here and say and try to scare everybody that the dollar's going to be nothing when you already see from a long-term perspective on what's really going on. This is thinking outside of the box, bro. This is thinking outside of the tracks. This is thinking outside of the tracks. From 2008 up until now, the value of the dollar has gone up. But if you're looking at it from 2022, or if you even looking at it from, if you're looking at it from 2022, which a lot of us are, you looking at it from, because a lot of people ain't really educated. They young, right? So they looking at it from 3 years, 5 years, because they can't think outside of a 5 or 10 year time frame. Because a lot of them that's talking about it are young. So majority of them wasn't even born in 94, 95, or was in diapers. So they don't know about 2008. Some of them don't even think about 9/11. A lot of them don't even know what happened on September 11th. What really happened, what that meant for what happened to September 11th. Bro, we still recovering. Listen to what I'm saying. We are still recovering from what happened from what happened in 2001, from when the towers hit. Bro, we are still recovering from that. The chart tells you that. We are still recovering from that. And if you want to go even further, what happened here, we're still recovering from this. Whatever happened in 83 or 84 to make it go from here all the way downhill. Something happened, bro. Something happened in the 80s to make it go down, to make that. Now that's the valuation of the dollar right here. That's way worse than any of this stuff over here. I want to know what happened right here. Because look, when they first started tracking the dollar, we were here, came down the hill, all this upside. Wonder what happened in 85 for the dollar value of the dollar to go all the way down to here. That's the question. What happened? So we started moving back up. Something happened. Something happened. Something happened. Then we had this time when we go straight up. Then what? Then what? September 11th. We are still recovering from this. Right here. We are still recovering from this. Big move down. That is a hell of a move, bro. To go from 164. This is the dollar. This is the US dollar index. To go from this to this. What happened? Something happened. And it's way worse than what's going on right now. We are still recovering from this. And then we was recovering. That's another U shape. And then we had another bad incident, which is the Twin Towers being knocked down, which is America, the heart of America, which is Wall Street, my block, got attacked. And guess what? Back down. We steady trying to recover from whatever happened up in here. For whatever happened in the 80s. Maybe it's the crack era. I don't know what happened. Something happened in this time for this big crash. We still haven't recovered, bro. And the lowest point of the dollar is right there. That's when the dollar was at its worst in 2008. You can clearly see, since that low, we're doing what? The dollar is trying to regain its strength. Uh-oh. The dollar is still trying to regain its strength. From right? It's still trying to regain its strength. From right here. The question is, can the value of the dollar get back above this line right here and get above this downtrend line that's been happening since whatever happened here? Can the dollar recover from this big W shape, basically? We are starting to form a W shape on the dollar index. You could clearly see a W shape. Can we recover? Can the dollar get its groove back? But we do know that they took the dollar off gold in 1971. 1970, 1971. This is when they took the dollar off gold, y'all. Right here. Right here. 1970, 1971. That's another question. Why did they take the gold? Why did they take the dollar off gold? Why? Why did they do that? But when they took the dollar off gold right here, we had a downside. Then we went up. Then something happened right here. Something happened for the value the value of the dollar to go all the way down to here. Something happened, and we tried to recover. And then the worst thing that happened in my lifetime happened right here, which is September 11th, the day they struck my block, which is Wall Street. Yeah, Wall Street, 704 Wall Street, it's my block. Yeah. So that's what happened. Now what? We're on the way back up. So let me get off that. I've been live for 2 hours. I'm about to get ready to go. Let me get off this. Let me get back to where I was. No more halts on the Donald Trump. And guess what? We took that big hit, and now it's on the bounce back up. I'm out of my position. Now see, all right, I say W. I said U. I also said what? V. This is a V-shape pattern. V-shape recovery. So we got over all the halts this morning, and it is making a V-shaped recovery. The people that bought in right here, congratulations. You was right. You making a V-shaped recovery on the move back on up, trying to get back to the 57. I'm all out. I'm all out. I couldn't deal with the halts because of the day trading, gambling, not day trading, with the penny stock, gambling, meme stock. I couldn't go through that. So it got me out. I got out up here. But great V-shaped recovery. Great V-shaped recovery. What Nvidia is up to. Nvidia is moving on up. Let me get back to normal. Okay. Look at Apple. Max. Look at the Apple. Look at Apple. This is the overall since Apple came about. 86, 92, 91, 88, Apple. 83, 59 cents. Whoa, less than 59 cents. Look at Apple. See? Look how Apple's been moving. All these years, decades. 2000, that's 25 years. 1990. Apple was less than $1 in 1990. This is the definition of long-term investing. This is the definition of what? Thinking outside of the tracks. It's people that's been invested in Apple since the 90s. Right. When I seen this, bro, when I was introduced to this by my grandfather, shout out to my grandfather. When I was introduced to this, long time ago. Yeah, I'm old. I'm 50. When my grandfather and my mama and my upline introduced me to this way back in 80, 81, 82, when I was a little bitty boy, when I was introduced to this way back in the 80s, when it was a Coca-Cola, when it was Coca-Cola, Pepsi, KO, Coca-Cola, yeah, way back in the 81. I'm going way back. Way back in 81. When I was introduced to Coca-Cola, way back in the 80s, look, when I seen this, blew my mind. Now look, Coca-Cola, $73 a share. Old school. Back to my watch list. Let's go back to what we know, like, and trust. Everybody know Apple. Yeah. Look at this. If this don't blow your mind, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. If this don't blow your mind, I don't know what to tell you. I really don't. Long-term investing. Something you can leave to your kids. You know what I'm saying? Something you can leave to your grandkids. Knowledge like this. Like, I'm blessed to have the knowledge from my grandfather. The knowledge from my grandfather that taught me this. Long-term investing. That taught me what this looked like. Great. And that's knowledge and education right there. That I was taught. I'm so blessed that they put those books in front of my face. I don't even think y'all can see it. I gotta switch it. Oh, yeah, that's right. I'm so blessed that my grandfather and my mama and my ancestors put an investing book in my hand. I didn't even understand it, bro. I was 7, 8 years old. Well, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't understand why I wasn't getting what the other kids was getting. I was getting investing books. I was getting stocks. I was like, man, but I'm so blessed because look what this done. I didn't understand it back then. But as I got older, I started understanding. And I always have lived my life conservative, earn, spend less, and invest. And whatever it is. I always had that mechanism. I always stuck to that formula. I always stuck to that. Earn whatever it is. Spend less and invest. Whatever that investment might be. I always stuck to that 1, 2, and 3. Why, Stock Sniper? Because that was embedded in me. With this. And it has not been perfect. You know, the journey is not always perfect. But with the losses, the mistakes, and not making the proper decisions comes with the game. That's you learn from that. I learned from that, right? I learned from that. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm able to do the things that I do. So if you're young, if you're 20 years old, if you're 25 and you're 30, buy your first stock, bro. Invest in your first company. If you got an Apple phone, if you love Amazon, if you on YouTube and Google and you love YouTube, right? If you love AI, if you love robots, Microsoft, if you got a computer, if you're on Facebook and Instagram, bro, start dollar cost averaging and buying these companies and keep it long term and have the mindset that you're going to pass it down to your kids. That'll be in your family forever. And yes, you can take profits off some of these things and invest in the other things. I'm going to say something else. The stock market is the cheapest way to start investing. I'm showing you right now. In Nvidia, you can start with 100. Look at Nvidia, bro. Now look at that. That's straight up. Nvidia, the best thing to invest in right now. But over here, we don't have all your eggs in one basket. Over here, we are diversified. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Don't put every dollar and don't in one company. Spread it out. Spread it out. And then once you start making these profits, you take profits and you invest in other things. Like I started a delivery business from scratch off my profits. I don't have to worry about paying no car note. So if I would have had a car note, I'd have to be out there every single day delivering all day long. I don't want to do that. I want to live my life on my terms. So it's paid off cash. It's an investment, and I make my money back over time. I make my money back over time, whether it be inside of the vehicle or I make my money back from where I got it from, which is what? The stock market. How it works. Don't let nobody tell you that the stock market, it take too long. The stock market take too long. The stock market take too long. Don't look at it like that. It don't work. It don't work like that. Long-term investing is the only way to go. That's how you go from broke to rich and from rich to wealthy. You make a earn, right? You make your money, you go to work. You know what I'm saying? And more importantly, see, don't worry about where it take too long to grow your money in the stock market. That's not why we in it, bro. That's not why you in it. You make your money, whatever job you work. That's the right now money. The job that you work. You focus more on doing the things that you love to do. Get you a job that you love to do. That's what you worry about. And you take them earns and you invest it. And let it build, let it build, let it build over time. I'm showing you right now what overtime does. What long-term investing does, bro. You take some dollar cost average all the way in these 10 years and end up here. Now you got what? If somebody bought shares from 2010 to 2020 and a dollar cost average is 200 and you got 100 shares, right? Or 200. Over 10 years, you should be able to buy more than 10 shares a year, right? If you buy a share every week, you should have 300 shares. That's minimum. Over 10 years. You should be buying more than 10 shares a month. And if you're doing that over a 10-year period, right? 10 years is a minimum. 10 shares a month is the minimum. And you stopped. You stopped right there. From 2010 to 2020, you bought 10 shares every single month for 10 years. How many shares is that? 10 shares a month multiplied by 10, just an example. That's 100. 100 multiplied by 10. How many shares is that? How many shares would you have? 100 multiplied by 10. 10 years. If you make a commitment to say, hey, I'm gonna invest in the S&P 500. The S&P 500 is kind of high. I'm gonna invest in Nvidia, SPYG, which is the little baby off of the S&P 500, which is like $80 now. And you bought 10 shares a month. Well, we're gonna go here. Nvidia, as an example. 10 shares a month, $100 a share, but you started way back here, right? You started back here. You started in 2010, where the shares are a lot cheaper. So you started way back here in 2010, and you dollar cost averaged in for the whole decade. You end up with 1,000 shares, and you just sit on. Well, I ain't buy no more after 2020. Stock sniper. Some things happened, bro, but I did it, and I stuck to the plan for 10 years. And it ain't even got to be 10. I'm just saying 10. That's still 1,000 shares. Even if you bought 5 every single month, you dedicated yourself to buying 5 shares of Apple, whatever. And you did that for a 10-year straight period. That's 500 shares. Look how much it is now on the spot. Look at that. And you can even do this. After the 20 and it goes up to here, you can peel some off, invest in something else, still keep shares. If you got 1,000 shares, you can sell 500, invest in something else, and keep 500 and keep on doing what? Dollar cost averaging, or not even buy anymore. Just sit on what you got with dividends. We ain't even talk about the dividend part. All these stocks, all these companies, bro, pay a dividend every quarter. So, man, if that don't change the way you think, I don't know what to tell you. The cheapest way to start investing, the stock market is the cheapest way to get into investing. The stock market has the most millionaires, billionaires in any other industry. All investors start with investing in the stocks, shares in these companies, and they branch off into other things. They branch off into building companies. They branch off into here we go, Nvidia moving on up. They branch off into other things, building companies, buying trucks, stock market, buying trucks, buying gold and silver, buying real estate. That's how it works. But you got to have a plan. You got to have a plan and a strategy. And on every month, you might miss a month. Sometimes it be like that. We ain't perfect. Sometimes we don't buy the stock. We say, well, okay, I'm gonna buy 5 shares every month of Apple. I'm gonna buy 5 shares. Well, every month you might miss a couple of months. That's fine, as long as you keep doing it. As long as you stay down. You know what I'm saying? I don't buy shares every single month. Sometimes I miss. Sometimes I hold and wait for a power. Sometimes I also do this. I build my trading account, have money in. That's another thing. Don't have all your trading account, don't have all your brokerage account money invested in the stock market. Have some left, have some set inside of that brokerage account just in case you need to do what? Buy the deal. Right. So, for example, I'm not gonna have all my money invested in Nvidia and don't have no funds in my brokerage account just in case it dumps back down to 100. I got money in my trading account. You know what I'm saying? For Nvidia. If it dumps and goes back to 120, 110, 105, guess what? I'm gonna double down and buy more. I'm gonna double down and buy more. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna buy my shares right now. Like I said, my profit, a quarter of it is going into Nvidia. I'm just waiting to get back down up under around 37. I'm gonna buy some more shares, right? I'm gonna buy some more shares. But my brokerage account is funded. Why is it funded, Stock Sniper? Why you don't have all your money invested in those shares just in case I have to buy a deal? That's another thing. Once you keep funding your emergency fund, you also fund your trading account. So you always have your brokerage account. That's why you always have money just in case something happens. Like if some bad news happens and the stock market crash. When they say, the stock market crashed, the stock market is down 3 or 5%, guess what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go over here to my SPY, which is the overall stock market. Once they say, war, so whatever happened, and it dumps, as an example, over the overall stock market of the SPY, if it dumps from here to there, guess what I'm gonna do? I got funds inside of my brokerage account just in case we have days that already. And I do what? I buy more. For what? Because I know, you know what I'm saying, it's the S&P 500. All these companies, all these great companies are inside of this ETF. I buy more as it goes all the way up. And I ride and I do it year after year, decade after decade, with the intentions of giving it to my kids and my grandkids and stuff like that. That way, my goal is for my kid. This is what I did. I retired at 50. I want my daughter, who's working at the hospital as a nurse, if she chooses to retire at 40, I want her to be able to retire at 40. Yeah, I retired at 50. I was able to retire at 50 because of the work that I put in, but also the work that my grandfather put in, that my great-grandfather put in. Things that they left back, which are called investments. And it's me and my brother's goal to build on it. To do what? Pass it on to them. That way they can, if they choose to retire at 40, they can choose to retire at 40. If they choose to retire at 35, they can retire at 35. And retirement looks different to everybody. Everybody's retirement looks different. My retirement looks better than yours. No, they don't look better than yours. My retirement looks different. Everybody's retirement is different. My retirement is different than yours. Your retirement is different than mine. I'm able to retire at 50 because I don't have my kids are grown. Yeah, my kids are grown. And by the grace of God, they took the formula and they all got good jobs. They all took the formula of what? That was taught down from the downline, and they are people of service. All the women in my family are people of service. All the women in my family work at the hospital. All the women in my family are nurses. It has something to do with the medical field, every last one of them. All the guys, straight military, except me. I jumped off the porch at 12 years old and I didn't want to listen. And I wanted to do what I wanted to do. Like what I was talking about yesterday when I went live, I was talking about as we are hard-headed and we listen to the niggas on the street, pardon my friends, instead of who you're supposed to be listening to. I went with the in crowd, right? I didn't do, when it came to being wet behind the ear, I jumped off the porch 12, 13 years old. But I had the formula embedded in me. So when I did live that life, I was always an earner, spend less, and investor. I always have been there, no matter what I have done in my life. I always was an earner. I always was trying to figure out a way to earn. I was always trying to figure out a way to make some money. I was always trying to figure out how to invest in something that's going to double and triple and quadruple. I always was like that. I always was the type of person, I never was worried about no Jordans. I never was worried about that because I never was taught like that. So a lot of things that I learned from them, it was still in me. Even when I jumped off the porch at 12 or 13 years old. I wasn't the regular 12 or 13 years old. I wasn't the regular 12 or 13-year-old when I jumped off that porch back in 85 and 86. I was not, let me say it again. I was not like how these 13-year-old guys are right now. I wasn't like that. I was an earner. I jumped off the porch earning. I jumped off the porch investing. It might not been how they wanted me to, but I did that. But when I woke up and I understood, right, real life, once I got inside of my 20s, it was over. And I had no choice but to become a truck driver. Shout out to the trucking business. Because you can live your life in the street life and get out the trucking business. I mean, you can get out of that business as being in the street, right? If you know how to earn, spend less, and invest, because I always was an investor, that's how I was able to get my CDL. That was the only industry I could get in with the circumstance I was in at that particular time. Would nobody else hire me, bro. I had to figure it out. And the only way I could the main thing to figure it out was to do what? To become an independent truck driver. And because I was an earner and I spent less and I knew how to invest, I bought my first dump truck. I didn't get no car note. I didn't get no truck note on my first investment, which was a dump truck. Hauling, I was hauling sand from the sand pile to people's homes when they was building homes and stuff. That was my first CDL truck job. I bet it on myself, spent that 15,000 and got my first commercial truck, which was a dump truck. Then I figured out that industry and learned and I met certain people. And I switched from that to a flatbed. That's what I did. With the method of earn, spend less, and invest. And I did that for 20 years. Now I'm retired. Now I'm retired, and guess what? I just started me another delivery business. Sure did. Delivering packages. It's easy to start a delivery business in 2025, bro. It's easy and it's simple. Bro, I wish they'd have had Amazon and these apps back in the 90s. Ooh, man. And then you can do it when you want to, and you can stop whenever you want to stop. Perfect. Love it. Another investment. Yeah, I talk about investing over here, man. A whole lot. Turning nothing into something. So do. I've been live for 2.5 hours. I'm about to go though. Yeah, I'm about to go. So appreciate everybody that joined. Wait, let me do it the way I like to do it, because I know it's on no picture right now. I appreciate everybody for joining. Hope you learned something. Hope you really learned something. If you have to, rewind it and get a full understanding on what I said during this live. Don't worry, because I'm going to go back and I'm going to look at it myself, right? I'm going to go listen to myself, because I need to keep understanding. I need to keep putting it inside of my brain, and it has to go to the subconscious mind, you know what I'm saying, about the rules and the regulations and how this really works. And I got to stick to the plan. I got to stay down till I come up, right? I got to stick to the plan. And yes, I'm human, so sometimes we do fall off the plan. But as long as we get back on it, as long as we get back on the plan, we'll be all right. You know what I'm saying? So I've been on there 2.5 hours of wealth information. If you just now joining, go back and rewind and get a clear indication. You know what I'm saying? And you'll learn something, right? A lot of game, a lot of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? Because I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all my subscribers, bro. I appreciate everybody from rocking with me. So it's my job to try to be as positive and give as much education and knowledge that I know to help you build wealth for you and your family. And I know if you earn, spend less, and invest, you'll go from poor to rich, and from rich to wealthy, and you'll be able to pass Your name will go on for generations and generations and generations and generations and generations and generations. So I love and appreciate y'all. Wall Street, 704 Wall Street is my block. Yeah, it's my block. Earn, spend less, and invest. I love and I appreciate y'all. To the next one, this is the Stock Sniper, 704 U-Pawn, 704 Wall Street. My block. So with that being said, stay up, stay blessed. I'm out.